Hi guys, I'm Melvin. Welcome to my channel, TQS. This channel is solely dedicated for the mental well-being of people for all ages and roles. Each time you take them for granted, you are teaching them to live without you. What does the phrase taken for granted mean? It is the inherent expectancy that someone always be there for you, despite you not giving them thanks. Meet Melvin and Arthur. They will help you understand this topic better. Melvin and Arthur were the thickest of friends. In fact, at a point when Arthur badly needed a shoulder, Melvin pitched in and they have been friends since. All our important relationships begin with a reason. It may have developed in times of success, teamwork, love, or trouble, ill health, financial crisis, loneliness, etc. Melvin is very emotional. He keeps away from people who make him uncomfortable. Arthur actually doesn't care about how others are. He goes with the flow. So most of the time, the one taken for granted believes in quality and not quantity. Thereby, the few limited people in their lives are very significant to them, even if it means compromise. The one who takes the other for granted often is very social being, both perfection and imperfection as natural occurrences. Bad does not affect them, but the good isn't a big deal either. The privileges of having a good person in their lives has instructed. Melvin has a soft nature. When these two fight, Arthur always wins and Melvin takes the first move to patch up. Arthur has pride and he is louder. He doesn't believe in bowing to anybody. Often the one taken for granted is ready to bow, especially for their loved ones. Believe in peace. The one who takes another for granted is the egoistic one. Wait for the other to take their initiative. They have to win at any cost. So in a fight, the bold one often subdues the soft one. The crack created is bridged by the soft one. Melvin is always ready to do anything for Arthur, big or small, easy or difficult. He puts himself last. So on the other hand, Arthur always demands things. He puts himself first. He tends to forget the value of what Melvin is doing. It sort of has become his routine to expect so. So universally, the one who is taken for granted believes in service. They do not expect anything back, but their relentless service makes them look obliged to do so. They get hurt, but the smile on the other's face makes up for it. The one who takes the other for granted only considers themselves and their needs. The other person exists to barely serve them. The efforts are not appreciated. They do not see it as a big deal, since the other person has always been predictable and unfailing. Melvin is humble. Arthur is extremely boastful. This sometimes goes to the extreme that Arthur makes Melvin look very insignificant. The one taken for granted is quieter. They believe in action than words. They are confident in their commitment. The one who takes the other for granted is highly confident in themselves. They publicize their actions. The result is that Melvin kind of people look like plain, dull, useless beings, while Arthur kind folks looks attractive, shiny, and fruitful. Melvin takes Arthur's troubles as his own. He is empathetic and understands Arthur's feelings. He changes his decisions based on Arthur's comfort. Arthur, on the other hand, does not give a damn about Melvin's trouble. He forces his decision on Melvin and expects it without objection, even if it bugs Melvin. The person taken for granted is often sincere that the comfort of their loved ones is crucial, even if they're taken for granted. The other one who takes for granted is so bold and confident, they are blind to hurt they cause. So what happened in the long run was Melvin gradually got exhausted doing stuff this way for Arthur. He got emotionally burdened. His self-esteem hit rock bottom. Anger sprouted within. Lack of appreciation and just expectation drove him nuts. At one point after an argument, Melvin took off. Arthur waited and waited. Arthur began to miss Melvin, but his ego did not let him admit it. Melvin treasures and remembered Arthur, but realized that he would be painful so in his life. Melvin moved on. Arthur strongly pretended to do so. That's what happens when you take time with people who you usually take for granted. At one point, you yourself taught them to try living without you. And that obviously seems far less complicated to them. They sense your ego. They remembered your inconsideration. They forget whatever love you had shown. Your selfishness has overridden those memories. They get courage to find out what happens without you in their lives and discover self-esteem. They learn to appreciate themselves. You have lost a person who was ready to do anything for you without expecting anything in return. It's your loss. You may shut your eyes to this truth, but it remains. So, are you Melvin or Arthur? Either one, you have my condolences. Why? Being Melvin is like signing up for getting hurt, all expenses paid. Being Arthur means you would be a pain to everyone around, even if you don't agree. Be someone in the middle. Take Melvin's commitment, sincerity, selflessness, and add a dash of Arthur's pride and boldness. Never bow down to those who take you for granted. It isn't healthy and the relationship will never last in quality. And appreciate the Melvin in your life and stop being an Arthur. Thanks for listening. Do share this. Help us generate the sense of well-being and avenge the sense of ill-being. I'm learning with all of you as well. Have a great day.